Life seems such a tangible reality, and yet it is elusive. Every minute is precious. Today you are, tomorrow you're not. I remind myself of this every day. One by one, we slip away. Others will come, and we shall go. But the body is only a garment. How many times you have changed your clothing in this life? Yet, because of this, you would not say that you have changed. Similarly, when you give up this bodily dress at death, you do not change. You are just the same, an immortal soul, a child of God. Reincarnation means merely a change of mortal dress, but your real self will never change. You must concentrate on your real self, not on the body, which is nothing but a garment. I sometimes think that sense perceptions are the worst enemies of man, because they make us believe we are something we are not. The sensation of cold makes us think we are cold, and the sensation of heat makes us think we are hot. If we would but deny these sensations in our minds, we would feel neither cold nor heat. One night, long ago in Duxbury, Massachusetts, I went to bathe in the ocean in the moonlight. Dr. M.W. Lewis and his son Bradford accompanied me. The water felt very cold, but I reminded myself that everything is made of electricity, that the same electricity that makes cold also makes heat. And the water itself is nothing more than a manifestation of electrical energies. Just as I was thinking these thoughts, Bradford looked at me strangely, then turned to his father and exclaimed, "Swamiji has a light around his body." The light of God had come over me as I refused to accept the sensation of cold and reaffirmed instead the truth that everything is made of divine electricity. But if you speak about these things too much, they are taken away from you. God is like a little child. He knows no guile. But if you play the slightest deceit or trick on him, he's gone. That's why it's so hard to get hold of him. You have to catch him in the net of your unconditional love. Love means craving for God. God appreciates love more than devotion. In devotion, there's distance and awe, perhaps fear. In love, there's unity at one mint. Do not despair if you do not yet feel an unconditional love for God. Salvation is for all. If you choose to delay on this path of evolution, it's your loss. You cannot stand still. You have to go forward or backward, but you must be redeemed sometime. To be redeemed is to drop the ignorance that covers the soul. You cannot see a nugget of gold if it's covered with mud, and so long as the mud of ignorance besmears the golden soul, you cannot see it. You're unable to think of yourself as a soul because you know only the body. The human form is the mud that you have to put over your soul, and That's why you do not know what you are. Wash away the mud, forget the body, my meditation, and you'll know what you are. How can you be anything but perfect, since you are God's child? But you have to realize your inherent divinity. You must be very secret about your love for God, and you have to be very silent about His love. You must not speak about His being with you. Be like the great ones, who inwardly think constantly of the beauty behind the flowers, the light behind the sun, the life that twinkles in all eyes, that beats in every heart, the motion that walks in all feet, that works in all hands, the mind that's working through all brains, the love that's behind all loves. God is so great, so marvelous. To live in the realm of divine consciousness is to see this mundane world, ignorant of God, as a nightmare, and to have eternal freedom from its terrors. You waste precious time each day. Every little moment you spend with God will be spent to your best advantage. And whatever you achieve with the desire to please God in your heart will stand unto eternity. God is freedom from all misery. God is the wealth and the health you seek. God is the love you seek. The desire of the soul for God is behind all other desires. Worldly desires camouflage the longing of the soul to be reunited with God bliss. Only God can satisfy all the desires of this life and of past incarnations. I have found it so. So search for Him night and day. Nothing can match the experience you'll have if you do this. God is the goal you seek. You cannot live without Him. And all things you desire, you'll find in Him. He's playing hide and seek with His devotees. But someday, after this play is over, to each one of you He will say, I hid from you long, not to torture you, but to make our reunion in the end bright and beautiful. After your search of incarnations, you've come at last to me, and I joyfully welcome you to your home. I've been waiting long for you. You were not the only one who was seeking. Through all your life's experiences, it was I, wearing disguises of different loves of family and friends, who pursued you. I've been watching and waiting for you more eagerly than you've sought me. Many times you forgot me, but I could not forget you, my child. Beloved, of your own free will, you have at last come back to me. we shall never again be parted. Every human being is loved in that way by God. He's waiting for you. Don't give the world your attention. Do your duties, but be with God. It's worth it. Every moment of your life should be filled with the thought of God. Don't waste your time. There cannot be any excuse for not thinking of God day and night, rolling in the background of your mind. God, 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 instead of money or sex or fame. Whether you're washing dishes or digging a ditch, or working in an office or a garden, whatever you may be doing, inwardly say, Lord, manifest to me. You are right here. You are in the sun. You are in the grass. You're in the water. You're in this room. You're in my heart. Divine love transmutes all material desires, even the longing for human love, that mortal passion which so often brings pain, either from its fickle nature or because it's snatched away by death. Loving the Lord, you can never turn back to being satisfied by lesser loves. In Him, you'll find all the love of all hearts. You'll find completeness. Everything that the world gives you and then takes away, leaving you in pain or disillusionment, you'll find in God in a much greater way and with no aftermath of sorrow. And when great love for God comes in your heart, you do not miss anything. No matter what you have or do not have in this world, you nevertheless feel fulfilled.